Let's talk games. Com 2025. So, Gamescom happened on the 19th of August, and I was up way past my bedtime to watch the whole thing. If you don't know what Gamescom is, it is one of the biggest gaming conventions to happen in the world and has been happening in Cologne, Germany for about 15 years or so. Now, think of all of the big names in gaming, and I mean all of them. They're all there. They do announcements, they have booths, and just so much more. It's genuinely like a festival, but for gamers. And that's not all. They also air an opening night live show. The show is everything you'd expect it to be. Trailers galore, anticipated giants like Silent Hill F, Resident Evil Requiem, Ghost of Yotei, a sequel to a game that I am still yet to play. Probably shouldn't do that because this is a gift. We also got some unexpected surprises, like the announcement of the new Black Myth game in what is now a franchise, Zong Kui, and Jeff Keighley finally agreeing that silksong is happening. Ha! In your face to everybody who made fun of the fandom and Deadpool fans. Silksong is real. But while the big dogs obviously stole the spotlight, there were some smaller games that really caught my eye. So, here are my top 4 games from Gamescom 2025 that piqued my interest, in no particular order. Number 1 on this list is Keeper. Keeper is an atmospheric puzzle solving adventure where a dormant lighthouse awakens after its long slumber and sets off into the realms beyond. But don't worry, you're not alone in your journey as you are joined by a spirited seabird who you have to work together with in order to solve puzzles in progress. The bird is aware of a malevolent presence around this strange yet vibrantly dystopian island that the lighthouse can keep at bay, turning this into a tale of unlikely friendship. With strong inspirations from the 1982 fantasy Dark Crystal, the game feels like a breath of fresh air, and I, for one, can't wait to play this. The second game in this list was originally going to be Absalom. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I was completely mesmerized by the hand drawn comic art style with 2D roguelike combat. And they had some pretty interesting characters like the Frog Mage. But then Xbox's Day 1 broadcast dropped Rogue Prince of Persia, and it completely changed my mind. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I haven't really played Prince of Persia after the 1996 version, so I've been sort of out of touch with the whole series. But man, this new entry makes it feel so cool. For starters, there's a new way to wall run in a 2D gameplay that I've never really seen before, and I find it to be really innovative. The environment and interactions make combat look ridiculously stylish and also help reward creativity. If that's not all, there's also a huge arsenal of weapons to craft and experiment with. And lastly, the music by Asadi. It's upbeat, it's modern, it ties to its cultural roots with insane bass heavy instrumentals. It just pulls you into the whole experience and makes it feel bigger than it should. I think Ubisoft have absolutely nailed it with this one. Moving on, the third game in this list is Long Gone. When they played the trailer of this game, I was smiling like a kid in a candy shop. I mean, there's just something so charming about the way this game looks. Like, pixel art has never looked this cinematic. The game switches between 2D and 3D in a way I've never really seen before. The writing is simple but relatable. I especially enjoyed the part where the protagonist tries to combine the gun and the bullet in order to shoot the zombie, but then fails miserably, so he decides to just throw the whole thing at it anyway. I mean, it renders the whole thing pretty much useless and probably removes it from the inventory as well. I really hope little decisions like this really affect the overall storyline because then it'll help provide a unique experience to everyone playing. Now, my last and final game in this list is Compensation Not Guaranteed. This game didn't really have a big trailer moment. In fact, it was just a few seconds of a little teaser kind of combined with a bunch of other games. But somehow this game seemed to grab my attention almost instantly. The premise of the game is that you're basically thrown into Southeast Asian politics. It's your first day in office, and your job is to acquire land for government projects such as schools, housings, and all sorts of modern infrastructure. You do this by listening to people's stories, checking their authenticity of ownership, and then deciding who should give up their land in the name of progress. It's such a clever way of tackling complicated politics with simple mechanics. The demo's already out on Steam, and I'll definitely be checking it out soon. Well, there you have it. My top picks from Gamescom 2025. Were there any games that piqued your interest? Or ones you think I should check out? If so, drop them in the comments below. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. If you want to see more, Don't forget to subscribe. As a new channel, every like, comment, share goes a really long way. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.